Hello students, I am Rajni Verma and today I have brought some tips to help you in solving numericals in physics. But let me tell you students, there is no shortcut to success. You have to work hard and consistently for it. So now we are going to discuss the tips and some important points to remember. The first question, which is often asked by the students, is why do we need numericals? Well, we need numericals for better understanding of the lesson, to find a quantity which cannot be measured directly. We have certain quantities which cannot be measured directly. For example, force, work done, speed. First we have to find out some measurable quantities which can be measured directly, and then after calculation with the help of some formula we find the values. So here calculations and hence numericals are essential. More than one quantities can be calculated from a given set of observations. Calculations are useful and necessary for research and development and for making an improvement of devices. So I think the students are satisfied now why numericals in physics are so necessary. You are always told to make your concepts clear and use the correct formula in order to solve numerical problems. So the question is, what is concept? What do we mean by concept? A concept is an idea or a general understanding of a subject or a topic. Let us suppose we have a topic, we have studied it, but after discussing this topic, we should be able to answer some questions. The questions which start with what, why, how, where, etc. For example, we can take a physical quantity, force. So, if we have already studied force, we should be able to answer the questions, what is a force? What are the different types of force? Why do we require force? How is a force applied? How can we measure the magnitude of the force? And where can we use this knowledge so that it is beneficial for us? So the concept is very necessary, and after that comes the formula. So as we know, formula is a very common word and we are using it every day. But what actually is a formula? Let us see. Physics is an exact science. All concepts, facts and observations are expressed as mathematical relations or equations called formula. A formula represents the relation between some related quantities in the form of an equation, and one of the quantities can be calculated by using the formula if the other quantities are known. We can take an example. In the first chapter of class 9, we have studied about equations of motion. We have three equations. Let us take the first one. V is equal to u plus at. There are certain quantities involved here and they are related to each other. Say velocity, initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration and time. All of these are related by this equation. V is equal to u plus at. If any one of the quantities is unknown, we can find it out if all other quantities are known. Keep in mind that from an equation or a formula, we can find only one physical quantity if we are given only one equation or only one formula. So that is the importance of formula. It is nothing but an equation which relates unknown or known physical quantities. Now we are going to discuss the theme of this video, that is the 15 tips to solve numericals. In the beginning, you may think that these are not very important tips. What's new here? But if you follow them carefully, you will find that they are very minor tips, small tips, but still they are very useful and very important. First and most important thing is to take interest. Unless you are willing to solve the numericals, no teacher can help you. And you have no option but to solve the numericals if you are going to study physics. So you have two options here. Either endure it or enjoy it. Endure means to do it because you have no other option. To endure means you are compelled to do this. It is said that you either endure it or enjoy it. So you have two choices. Either you have to do it without interest or you can enjoy it. Take an example. When you play a game, you may be winning or you may not be, but if you enjoy the game, you do not quit. You continue playing and in the hope that you will be successful and win. And as for endurement, it is said that if you can't cure it, endure it. And here you cannot cure it. You have to solve the numericals. Next step is to revise the lesson to make the concept clear. Again, the concept. Now we discussed what we mean by concept. It's not a difficult thing. Just go through the lesson, revise whatever has been taught to you, and the concept will come back to your mind. The third step is to collect the formulas in one place. All of the formulas which you have studied related to one topic or one lesson must be kept in one place. It's better that you collect them in a separate notebook. So when you are writing it again and again, you will find it easier to remember. So collect all the formulas in one place. Number 4, revise your basic maths. Yes, arithmetic as well as algebra. So what do we mean here by the basic maths? The HCF, LCM, decimal, fraction, ratios, square roots, and in algebra, the identities, and most of all, the equations, solving of the linear equations. Number 5, revise your multiplication tables. Yes, it really helps. So, revise your multiplication tables. You may think that whenever required I can multiply and find the tables, but that takes time. So, it's better and advisable that you revise your multiplication tables. Number 6, memorize conversion tables. All these conversion tables you have started to memorize from class 3 itself. 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter, 10 centimeters is equal to 1 decimeter, etc. Say 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube, etc. So these are very important. From time to time you will be needing them. Number 7, if possible, memorize the following numbers and constants. The value of pi is 22 upon 7 and in decimal it is 3.14. Similarly, square root of 2 is 1.41, square root of 3 is equal to 1.73, square root of 5 equals 2.23, etc. Similarly, you can always convert this, but it is easier if you remember. 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 upon 18 meter per second. 1 meter per second is equal to 18 upon 5 kilometers per hour. You may find some useful constants other than these and you can memorize them. Number 8, pay attention to proper units for all physical quantities. If it is not mentioned in the question or anywhere, then you may use SI units. It is preferable. But otherwise, do according to the question. The tip number 9 is use correct symbols for physical quantities and as used in NCERT book as far as possible. For example, up to class 8, you were using S for speed and D for distance. But now from class 9 onwards you will use S for distance or displacement and V for velocity and U for initial velocity. Similarly, small c is used for the speed of light. So try to use the correct symbols. Number 10. Read the question twice. First, you read it just like a story, quickly, and then read it second times, slowly, and find out what is given, what is the unknown quantity which you have to calculate. Then try to visualize or imagine the situation and draw a diagram whenever possible. Number 12. Extract the information. Extract means to find out, to take out the information and write in the form of symbols. Here it is suggested that you write the information in the form of symbols so that you can use the formula. So if you have to write initial velocity and final velocity, do not write that initial velocity is equal to 5 meter per second, final velocity is equal to 10 meter per second, etc. Just write u is equal to 5 meter per second and v is equal to 10 meter per second and so on. Next, solve the problem step by step with proper statements. This is a very important tip, that you have to solve the problem step by step and also using the proper statements. If you don't write the statements, there are two disadvantages. First of all, while working it out, you may forget what you have calculated and why you have calculated this quantity. And the examiner or your teacher will also find it very difficult to comprehend. So, you may lose marks. Number 14. Do not look at the answer until you have solved the problem completely. Write the answer with proper unit. This is also very important because sometimes students find the correct answer but they forget to write the unit in their haste. So they lose marks. And number 15. Mark the important questions and solve and keep them in a separate notebook for revision. Now, what do we mean by important questions? Nobody is going to tell you that this question is coming in the examination. So, how to find out? If you find a question which is difficult for you or which you are having difficulty in solving in first attempt, or if it requires some special trick or special technique, then mark it as important. And I will suggest that you solve it in a separate notebook and keep it for the time of revision. And finally, students, do not give up. You may find the questions difficult in the beginning, but solving numerical problems in physics will become easy with time and practice. So do not give up. Try again until you succeed. So in my next video, I will do some numerical problems from your textbook, and wherever required, I will give you some more hints. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.